Okay, now there's sound. Huh, interesting. Alright. Now let's just don't touch anything or move anything. We should be fine. Unreal. Alright. Let's be done with all the tech issues. Just kill some monsters. Right. Ooh, nice. What was that noise? Somebody outside laying on the horn. Hmm. Come on, though. For real? What are you doing to me? That was some silliness. Nice. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Yay! Thou hast learned a new spell. Flash warning for spells and when I talk to this feller. All right. mister. Let's go fight some ghosts. An overnight sleep study? What do you, are you being studied or are you doing the study? How you doing, Melissa? Hope you're well tonight. I had to do a sleep study a couple years back to check to see if I had sleep apnea. And I did. Which is why I'm here. Well, let the dulcet tones of Dragon Warrior send you off to a sleep filled with slimes and drakeys. Oh, yeah. Sleep apnea. Oof, yeah, I get that. I surprised the doctors even a little bit. They didn't quite realize how severe my sleep apnea was. I honestly didn't even know I had it. But Sarah told me there was something wrong with me. Sure enough. I didn't really snore so much either. You don't necessarily have to snore to have an apnea. An apnea is actually when you stop breathing because your throat relaxes so much that it closes. And so the problem is that you stop breathing and then your brain has to go, hey, hey, wake up. And then you do that kind of thing. And because you keep doing that throughout the night, you end up doing that like 12 times a minute. You never actually get into like the full deep REM sleep where your brain is all the way shut off because your brain is like, you're so freaking stupid, you're going to die if I let you go to sleep all the way. Sarah does that at least once a week. Well, I tell you what, I got a CPAP machine and made me feel 10 years younger first time I used it. It was amazing. It felt weird to wake up without a headache. I thought that was just the state of things. Like, oh yeah, I just wake up having a headache now. That's my life. Until I have 2 cups of coffee and I'm awake for 3 hours. Then I don't have a headache anymore. But once I started sleeping with the CPAP, it was like, oh, I don't actually have to have that headache when I wake up. That's nice to know. Alright, you guys still have sound? Y'all still stuff? Okay. I was having some big tech issues tonight. Took me a minute to get it up and running, but we're in a little Lagrangian stasis here, so we're not messing with it. Oh yeah? Is that true? I don't know if it helped me in that realm so much, but that'd be cool. It did make a difference. It felt weird like the first 2 nights. The first 2 nights sleeping with it, it kind of feels like you're sticking your face out of a car window while it's moving. Like while the car's moving, not the window. And like the way the wind blows into your mouth, and it'll dry you out pretty good. But after like just 2 or 3 nights with it, you get used to it. Chronicles of Exandria? What is Chronicles of Exandria? It's weird at first. It is. I'm not going to lie. It's weird at first, but you get used to it pretty quick. How close am I actually? Oh, I actually already have 90 gold. What? That's great. So I know you don't recognize this one. All right, that's cool. That's cool, Nerd Book, because this is a nerdy game that's probably 10 years older than you are, at least. This might be like the original JRPG. This is Dragon Warrior. It's also known as Dragon Quest. It was a sort of a weird like licensing issue back in the day. So in Japan it was known as Dragon Quest, but here in America a different company owned the name Dragon Quest, So they changed the name to Dragon Warrior here in America. But then in like 2000, those companies, Square and Enix, they joined together, and yeah, and then Square was the one that owned Dragon Quest. So now they're called Dragon Quest. So this game has been remade for other things and called Dragon Quest, and there's sequels to this. They're up to like Dragon Quest 12 or something. And this is where it started, right here with Dragon Quest, the first one, or Dragon Warrior, however you want to call it. And now you see I just bought a shield. I got a little shield on my sprite there. It's cute. When you start the game, you don't have that sword or that shield, but when you buy weapons, they get picked up. This game, I had a lot of fun with this game. This was sort of my first RPG that I played as a kid. I thought the concept was just mind-blowing, that you could level up and all that. But this game is not easy, and it involves quite a bit of grinding. So I have here my clipboard because when I play RPGs, I spend longer making the excels about them than I spend playing them. This is my guide that will lead me through the game in a relatively quick fashion. Quicker than, somebody playing it for the first time. Every once in a while I come across somebody on Twitch playing this blind for the first time, and they're always like, this game's a nightmare. All I do is die. And yes, if you don't know where you're going, you're going to die a lot. So I designed this route here to get through the game pretty quickly and pretty safely. So even if I die, it shouldn't be a big issue. We should be able to get through the game pretty smoothly. We won't beat it tonight, unless you want to hang out for like 6 hours. But we'll beat it over a few sessions, and we'll break it up with a few other games too. This was the style I grew up on. This was the stuff I had when I was Nia and Rory's age. I mean, by then, like, the Super Nintendo had already come out, but I didn't know any millionaires, so I didn't know anybody who had one. At least that's how it felt. Who is this Drake you think it is? Dodging me. Get out of here. Alright, here we have the town of Garenham. Ideally, we don't even have to go in there. I just want to level up here, killing magicians and ghosts with my hurt spell. Because the inn here is weirdly expensive. I don't know why. But we're going to stick around here until we get to level 5. And then we're going to go to Cole. I agree. That Drakey does look like a bat. Ooh, one-hit kill. Wait till you see the wyverns. Later in the game, there's a monster called a wyvern, and I don't even know what it looks like. It's something fascinating. Also, these ghosts are super cute with their tongues hanging out. Oh no, it is dodging. All right. Okay, yeah. You got to do that thing on the across your chest and all that. Yeah, I had to. That's what I had. The at-home one, from what the doc told me too, is like less responsive than the full-on like hospital one. So they say whatever you showing at home. Yeah, there was something on my head too. Whatever you show at home, you would actually show more at like a full-on sleeping overnight at the hospital kind of one. And they were showing on my at-home one that I had something like 18 apneas an hour. So just 18 times an hour I was doing that thing where I stopped breathing. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're like you're there right now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, like I said, surprised the doctor. He was all like, "Oh, dude, you ain't getting any good kind of sleep at all." Well, don't kill your phone. You got it plugged in? Nice. I always kind of like I don't know if this is common, but I always kind of like sleeping in like a hospital bed. I don't know why. I haven't done it like a lot, but Like the last time I did it was when, you know, Rory was born. Oh, nice. You're gonna just lay in on that nurse button until till she comes back with a charger. Oh, a sleep number. Oh, see, I don't even know if I slept in one that nice, but just like, I don't know. I've never been like uncomfortable in the hospital, and just like kind of enjoyed it. Like woke up and I was like, this is nice. I don't know if that's weird, but oh no, the magician. Ooh, that's not gonna be good at all. All right, let's actually heal that and run away. Oh no. Oh. I did everything right, game. Don't punish me. I was as discreet as I could possibly be. Whew. Alright, even though it's an RPG, we're going to have a few Doki Doki moments like that. that was rough. Another thing I've learned as an adult that I didn't know as a child that helps me beat video games, especially these RPGs, is that it's okay to run away. As a child, I never ran away from battles. I don't know why. Doki Doki. But as an adult, I have no problem running away from stuff. Discretion. Doki Doki has become part of our lexicon. It means both to panic and it means everything's okay. So it's like that meme of the dog inside the house on fire. Doki Doki. Everything is okay. Oh my god, it's Dragon Quest! Oh hey, look at that! You got your I wasn't even paying attention, but you got your little VIP badge. Did you get my message on Facebook now? Or why? Oh yeah, the slime, yeah. Classic slime. Yep. This is where the slime is from. This is the original slime spot right here. I was thinking actually, after I make the Pikachu blanket I'm working on, that I would make a slime blanket. Dragon Quest Builders 2. I never even heard of Dragon Quest Builders 1, let alone Dragon Quest Builders 2. But I did used to play a Game Boy Color game that I thought was so cool. It was like totally a knockoff Pokemon, but it was called Dragon Warrior Monsters, and you could like breed slimes and stuff, and I thought that game was so cool. But it was one of those games that, like, I didn't own it, my friend owned it. I didn't even own a Game Boy Color. And so I was never allowed to save, because I would save over his save. So I just could play for as long as I could without dying, and then just... 38 hours on the demo? Oof. Dragon Quest Builders. Was that, like, Happy Home Designer for Dragon Quest? Like, I know what Happy Home Designer is. I know my daughters played it, but I never played it. Okay, we're getting close. Only need 110 experience here. And this is... We don't stay here very long. We get out of here relatively fast. Like I said, I don't like to stay here because the inns turn expensive, and the experience is not very good. But we'll go grind outside coal in a little bit and get much more experience and much more gold there. And better equipment. Better equipment awaits us in coal. A new weapon and a new armor, which will really open things up for us. It's a massive game. It's like Minecraft, but an actual story and battles. And that sounds amazing! What's it for? Is it on PC? Why have I never heard of that? See, this is the problem. You know what the problem is that I have kids. I'm gonna check it out. It's the first thing I'm gonna do when I'm done here tonight. Let's check that out. Well, like ever since I have had kids, I have stopped knowing anything. Uh, I, if like a movie has come out in the last 12 years, I haven't heard of it. If a new video game has come out in the last 12 years, I haven't heard of it. Like I lost room for anything new in my brain when I had kids. The only thing I have room for now is more kids. Cool. I was playing on little guy's iPad earlier today. he was using my phone, and so I took his iPad, and I was like, let's see if any of these games are any good. And they were all terrible. All right, good luck. All right, we only need 5 more, so we can get that on the way. There's 2 of it right there. Ah. Might as well. Give me some good monsters in the desert tiles here. Awesome. Ooh. Come on, give me one battle. Are you kidding me? Oh, it would have been perfect. Although, it wouldn't have been there necessarily. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Hello, Aiden! I hope you're doing well today. I'm sorry about your kitty Havoc. That was really sad news. But I heard that you and your family loved Havoc very much, and that was really, really sweet. And I know that that's what Havoc was happy about. It was the same when we had Lily and Rosie, and we had to say goodbye to them. But we loved them the whole time we had them, and we're never gonna forget them. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate it. I love hearing from you. I miss you guys. I want to come pick you up and bring you over so you can spend the night again, but dangle germs, huh? What is that? Is that a shrug? Or, oh, it's crying. Oh, it's a crying face. Aww. Yep. It's very sad. Oh, thanks. Ugh, miss you guys so much. We're all going a little bananas alone over here. Can't wait to see everybody again. It's going to be really exciting. So you, what are you still playing Animal Crossing? What games are you playing right now to keep your brain right? I'm playing video games that are older than your parents. No more Animal Crossing, huh? Wore that one out? You on something new and exciting? This game is being remarkably kind to me today. 10. That's pretty good. We can give him a whack after that. Nice. What are we at here? 35, so we could keep it over 20. Oh, I should probably just pound these ghosts, actually. I should probably not waste magic on them. Oh, Roblox! Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, the girls play that all the time. They're always on the Roblox. Rory's always asking me for money so she can get Robux, so she can buy special stuff. And I tell her if she's got to do chores for me, and then she says, never mind. Then 5 minutes later, she's like, okay, what chores? What's your favorite, or what games do you like to play in Roblox? Which ones do you like? I know there's so many of them. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. 6. Ooh, okay, we can still get it. Ooh, especially with that. Oof. All right. And while we're here, let's pick up a flute. Boop. And we won't use it for a very long time, but we'll have it when we need it. Eight, that's a good one. Have a lot of favorites. Are they not on your friends list or whatever? Have your parents text me and I'll tell them to get on with you. Rory's on that thing all day. I'm sure we could get you on together. Nia doesn't play it as much because I don't know, she's growing up and getting a little too cool and old for Roblox, I think maybe, but I know Rory would love to play with you for sure. Actually, Nia would love to play with you too. If I told her that you were getting on and she could play with you, she would definitely get on. The one that they seem to be playing a lot is called Adopt Me, I think. They play that one a lot, where you have a bunch of little pets that you hatch out of eggs, and then you trade them for other pets from other people. Yeah, not much else to do these days, huh? You know, if I'm not cleaning, or actually lately I've been sleeping and watching TV, because I've been sick for a couple days, then yeah, it's just playing video games, like this one here. Ooh, one shot. Get one more fight here. Yeah, we can get one more fight. Okay, 2 more fights. Do your parents ever play with you? Rory's always asking me to play with her. Will you play Roblox with me? And sometimes I do. Sometimes I get her to play my games with me. Oh, that's nice. Come on, Scorpion. There we go. Alright. So do you get to do any like Zoom meetings with your class? The kiddos over here sometimes get to talk to their teachers and other classmates on Zoom. And it's not the same as going to class. I still miss going to class, but it's nice to be able to see them and talk with them. How much damage? 8? So at most it could have 5 hit points left. Nice! Oof. Oh, it dodged. Excellent move. It's dodging. Oh, it saw me do that excellent move to the magician and figured out how to dodge it. Scorpion. Okay, these things can have up to 20 hit points. Yikes, that's a terrible hurt. Come now. Come on now. Okay, so we're up to 14. That was a humbugger. That's terrible. Oh, that's good. Bye. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciated chatting with you, Aiden. Have a good night. Alright, let's see if we can get a good hurt. Give me like a 12 or an 11. A 12! That's great! Yeah! That was a weak hit. I don't think we're gonna stick with this one. Alright. Always cracks me up. Awesome. We are about to hit level 6, which does not give us anything super great. Level 6 is not super exciting, but I will be a little stronger, so I will add in the potential for fighting some skeletons. Add skeletons to the menu. Humbug. Oh, how much did I do it to the... I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. Well, that'll do it. Okay, 10 more experience points. Oof. Five. Come on. Parenthetical Mickey. That's better. This should do it. Ooh, that was a good one too. And we're gonna rest anyway, so let's blaze it. We don't need to save the NP. Ba-da-ba-dun-dun-dun-dun. I tried to do that in time with the game. I can't actually hear the game myself right now, so I don't know how I did. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. 30 hit points. Nah. Not a scorpion. If it had been a magician or a ghost. Okay, so now we're headed toward level 7 and or 560 gold. The way I've routed it out, some of these milestones end up appearing in different order. Not usually. I generally hit level 7 just before I hit... You know, I was just talking about that earlier, Brandon. Except this came before either Final Fantasy or definitely before Pokemon. In fact, as I understand it, Final Fantasy was made in response to this game. So Enix made this game, or Enix, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. And Squaresoft was like, ooh, we want to make an RPG too. And so then made Final Fantasy. And then in 2000 or 1999, they joined forces. Now the same company makes all the Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy games. This is one of those games where, like many games, it kind of just wants you to take for granted that you're sort of just wailing on the local fauna with no real provocation. I mean, like, this thing looks like a sapient being who's got malicious intent, so I don't feel totally bad about killing it. But, I don't know, the rest of this stuff, it looks like little animals that I stumbled into their lair, and, you know, they got defensive about it, and so then I murdered them. And took their gold. Don't know why they had it, but... Lots of games just sort of like beg the question that you'll be okay with that, though. I mean, that's just... Ooh, a skeleton. It's just so many games are just that. Just show up, start murdering animals. Weirdly okay with it. Don't try it in real life, though. Could you imagine? Oh, this skeleton is bonking me good, but I did some really good damage to it there. These things can max out at 30 hit points, so I'm going to go for it. Yes, because they gave really good gold. Ooh. So yeah, that's the only monster I'll fight on this side that I won't fight on this side. Give me a ghost or a magician. Let's try it. See how well we do. If we get a good hurt, we can... Yeah, we can deal with that. It's not like this thing's gonna like hurt me back. 14... 19... Nice. Okay. That kid of yours is super heckin' cute, by the way. I super love that boy. Thanks for letting him chat with me. What a sweetheart. And we do miss you. We miss you and your family terribly. No doubt. If there were like a job where your job was to like hug puppies, I I would write him a letter of recommendation and burn all the other resumes. I mean, I would want that job, but I know he would be better at it than me. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. It shouldn't be a big deal, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, I'll go ahead and say it again. Flash warning for anybody who's got an issue with that. Every spell in this game is one of those strobe lights. Really bad design. They didn't know back in 1986. 6. This isn't as bad as that. Gosh, that Kiko Cubicle, that was awful. With that, just that one time, and that one point in the game, it just flashed. That was a nightmare. Yeah, turn down your brightness. Do what you gotta do. I commend the programmers for, finding various methods so long ago to convey the effects that they wanted. You're casting a spell, so the screen's flashing, or when you get hit, the screen shakes. It looks very cool. It's very immersive. But yes, the shaking screen is unpleasant. Well, you know what? I got a black line there on my screen, don't I? That's interesting. That's actually on my screen over here too. It's just the way it's I'm actually not sure why that's happening. It must be coming out of the TV that way. Interesting. I'm gonna see if I can bypass the TV just by using a splitter instead, and see if that'll fix that. Yeah, I love that screen shake. Even some Game Boy games had that screen shake, and I thought it was so cool. When I was programming games for the calculators, I always wanted to know how do they do that screen shake? Of course, I didn't realize that my calculator could do 1 frame every 9 seconds, and that even an NES is putting out 30 frames a second. So I didn't realize I didn't have a chance. But I was just getting started on programming. That's how I actually started programming, was inadvertently opening up a game in edit mode on someone's calculator, and I was like, wait, what? This is the game? This is the guts of the game? And pouring through it and trying to figure out what did what, and changing stuff to see what effect it had on the game. And I just felt like Dr. Frankenstein. Like I had just reached inside a corpse and started tugging on organs to see how the cadaver would respond externally. And I was hooked. And so then that's what I spent my first 4 years in college studying, was computer programming. Because I thought, oh gosh, I just want to make video games. And after about, 4 years of programming, I realized I just want to play video games. Game Shark, yeah. And, that's what a Game Shark does. It's editing the hex code. It's reprogramming the game. Alright, 7. I keep track of how much damage. These things can still wail on me pretty good. But when I hit level 7, it's going to be awesome. Okay, that's 15. Oof. Come on. 8 better hits than this. Oh, that's not good enough. Okay, so now we're doing like a coin flip here. They can go as low as 23, as high as 30, so this is likely to kill it. No! Okay, well this is guaranteed to kill it if that was... I just got lucky it didn't kill me. Okay, now let's see if we can make it back to town without getting stomped. Don't attack me before I was ready. Woo! Okay. There's the Doki Doki moment. Were you here for Doki Doki, Brandon? Oh, last week I was playing. Was it last week? Yeah, last week because I was sick on Tuesday. Uh, I was playing Super Mario Brothers 2, which in hey, what's going on, Timmy? Uh, I'll get back to that in a second, Timmy. Uh, so last week I was playing Super Mario Brothers 2, which in Japan was not Super Mario Brothers 2. It wasn't even a Super Mario Brothers game. It was a different game made by the same team called Tome Koju Doki Doki Panic, which is like a roughly translates to like heart pounding panic. Yeah, yeah, you've heard of Doki Doki. So Doki Doki is the Japanese onomatopoeia for thump thump thump. Well, we say thump thump, they say Doki Doki. So that's how we. That's our panic noise. Also, little guy in the house now. He has started like he says that to me. He says it like when you would say okie dokie. So he goes doki doki, and he holds up his thumb, and it's so cute. So now we all say doki doki, but it means okay, and it also means I'm terrified. It means both things. Okay, so Timmy, Final Fantasy IV is on semi-permanent hiatus because I accidentally saved over my game. So I had to start that one all over. I thought I was like, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna hop on this thing real quick and mess around real quick. But then just like muscle memory saved it, and didn't even realize what I'd done until like I got to a save point, and I was like, oh, but don't save it. Wait, didn't I already? Oh, and went and checked, so I undid all my work, and I'm not terribly broken up about it. I'm gonna come back to Final Fantasy IV, probably on an actual genuine SNES, not on emulator, and we'll have a better time of it. Oh, I thought the thing ran away for a second. I was like, why did it do that? It will have a smoother time. Definitely, your boy is coming back. I'm bringing back those names. Those names were great. And in fact, I'm going to recommend to anyone who ever play Final Fantasy IV that they name the protagonist Lol, because that was amazing. In this game, I don't have that much control over my name, unfortunately. So you see that I've got here this parenthetical Mickey. The name did not do that. I put those parentheses there because this game is very deterministic. The greatness of your character is literally determined by your name. What you name your character creates a value that sets you up to ultimately impact. There's actually not a randomness to how you level up. It's based on your name. So you have your 4 stats here. You have your HP, your MP, which are your hit points and magic points, obviously. Unless you're a weirdo and call them mana points. And then you have strength and agility. Although it's funny because it's called agility here in your status menu, but when you level up, it says your response speed goes up. So you have strength, agility, HP, and MP. And how much these go up at each level is determined by what you have named your character. So I use a calculator to set it out. And I wanted something with Mickey, and then I just had to pick a character that would work on the front, because it actually only uses the first 4 letters. So that parenthetical MIC, that name sets me up for greatness. I'm going to have awesome strength and awesome HP. I don't really care about agility, and I'll have enough MP. So I had to name the character this, because c'est la vie. Oh, that wasn't a typo. The extra B is for BYOBB. Thanks for the clarification. So I was just asking about Sam, wondering if he's gonna get called up. Think they're gonna call you up? When I was in Ridgecrest, China Lake, after I got out, and Sarah was still in, and maybe Nia was born. Maybe she was like a baby. Maybe she wasn't born yet, but our mother called me and told me, "Hey, you've got a packet here, some kind of envelope." And I was like, "Oh, what's it from?" And she said, "It's from a DoD recall command or something like that." And I was like, open that now, please? What is that? And she opened it and she said, it looks like it's a DD-214, an honorable discharge. I was like, oh, thank goodness. It's like, that is not what I wanted. Let me put my stomach back down where it goes now. Yikes. Terrified me so much. Why would they put that as the return address? It's tragic. What? No. We're not going to use that fairy flute for a long time. So in this game, normally you're supposed to die a whole bunch, go around all these towns, get hints from all the townsfolk, kind of cryptic hints that are weirdly out of place. Like somebody in a totally different town on the other side of the continent tells you to go to this town to dig up a fairy flute that's hidden behind a fountain. But because I was born in 1984 and didn't have friends as a child, I already know where the fairy flute is, so I just picked it up. But you don't use it till much later in the game. I'm not going to use that thing for a long time. I mean, I can use it. It doesn't do anything except make a little music. In fact, here, I'll make a little music with it right now. But nothing happened. Oh, Sam's commissioned? I think I heard that, but forgot, because, you know, terrible brother. Yeah. That's kind of the, about the same boat I was in. Such a large generation. The Xers would have been in much more trouble if they'd had any prolonged conflicts. But there's a bajillion of us. A supply clerk? Whatever, he's probably already making more money than you were when you got up. That money, when you're in, that officer money seems like so much money. And then you go get a civilian job, you're like, oh, jeez. Bullets don't fly without supply. Dorks. Oh, I love my supply. Devil dogs. I was good friends with supply. They were they were good friends with me. We kept each other happy. I did not mess up my Rex, and they took care of me when I showed up. When I showed up with my Rex, they were there for me. They were very supportive. I knew which side of my butter was breaded. I don't know how that saying goes, but you know what I mean. I'm always nice to everybody, except my kids, because they're rotten. Nah. Those kids are nice. I love those kids. Nice. Oh, we're getting close. So what are we going to hit first here? So we're looking at 560 gold or 450 experience. Which one's going to happen first? You gain gold at about twice the rate, generally speaking. All these creatures have some variance, and earlier monsters like that ghost are closer. The skeleton here is probably the first one of the real divergence, because this thing drops a real amount of gold. But everything kind of after this skeleton drops gold more like this skeleton drops. Nice. That was a crappy hurt, but it worked. So see, that's like 23 gold to 11 experience. It's like 2 to 1. So depending on what monsters we encounter and how many gold they drop, because they do have variance in the monsters do have like a range of hit points and a range of gold they drop. It can end up going either way. I feel like it's going to be really close. No, I'm going to hit the gold first for sure, because I only need 70 gold and I need 39 experience. Actually, no, it's going to be really close. Depends. If I hit a skeleton, I'll get the gold first. Oh, yeah. I was for a long time that guy who didn't swear either. So it made it very creepy for everyone when I started. Grow. Grow was a terrible name to have too. It sounded too much like all the other short names in the shop. So when anybody yelled out one of those short names down the shop, every one of us who had a name like that was like, "Ah, was it me? Did you say Grow? Did you say Cruz? What was that name?" Ouch! Guy just bashed me. Yeah, here 38. So we're keeping it over 20. I mean, that's kind of like a little bit low if I run into a skeleton, but it's fine. We'll keep it over 23. That'll be the number. Yikes. Okay, we'll keep it over 20. That'll be the number. Bro. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Another one that got me, oddly enough, like when I met Sarah, like when she learned my name, or when someone else learned my name, maybe it wasn't Sarah, but somebody learned my name. It was because we were in the pits running those targets, and everyone kept saying stickies. I need a sticky. Can someone give me a sticky? And every time anybody said sticky, because we're all down there with, you know, earplugs in, and there's live rounds going off all over the place. It's loud like crazy. So every time anybody said sticky, I'm going, huh? And I was like, can we call them pasties instead? Can we like this name Sticky isn't working out for me. Because even though my name tag said Grow, nobody called me Grow, really, especially by that time. Gosh, so close. Maybe could have gotten it, but it would just be the acme of foolishness to die right now and lose all this money when I'm that close to being able to afford the axe. A foolishness that I exercised many times in my practicing of this game. Oof, maybe we'll hit them both at the same time. How exciting would that be? You take a picture, Melissa? I want to see it. Looking all 7 of 9 over there. Ooh, that's going to be close. 4 more experience, 11 more gold. Like, if we fight a magician and it's generous with the gold, that's like precisely what I'll get. She's like, what the hell? Well, she might be lurking in chat and reading. I don't know. Oh, this ghost isn't going to work. So that's going to... Oh! 3! I thought those things gave 4 experience. Oh, nope. We're going to hit the experience first. So close. Dingle dangle ghosts. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Alright, been promoted to the next level. Woo, so all of this is deterministic. This can't change. None of these numbers are random. They look random-ish, and they're different from level to level, but they're not truly random. They're determined by my name from the beginning. All right, and that spell we just learned is cheat mode. We're going to use that. We're not even going to cast the spell hurt anymore because now we have sleep. And we put the monster to sleep, and then we just pound on it while it's asleep. And sometimes they wake up. They have like a 30% chance of waking up every turn. So, and some of them they don't go to, like the spell can miss if they have sleep resistance. Ay ay ay. Okay, so I keep putting this one to sleep and then gingerly waking it up with these 3 damage. Okay. One nice thing about it being asleep, though, is you can run away for free. Guaranteed run away. You can't always run away, but when it's asleep, you can. Okay, so that was some silly nonsense. Okay. Let me explain, Melissa. It feels like cheating the first couple times you do it. You're like, wow, this is so rude. Like, I put it to sleep, and then I'm just hacking it to bits while it's asleep. Like, what kind of monster am I? Like, I'm the good guy in this story? That's terrible. Until that little magician right there, until you meet his older cousin, the warlock on the other side of the river, and it puts you to sleep and starts pounding on you, then you don't feel guilty about it ever again. Ugh, it's the worst. Okay, let's buy an axe. This hand axe right here is going to make things so much nicer. Okay, so now we're going to put stuff... Hey, what's going on, AD? How you doing? You beat that Rygar PB? Now, we're going to be hacking stuff. So that hand axe is going to improve our damage so much that the only thing we're even going to be bothering to put to sleep is the skeletons now. I'll sometimes kill these things in one hit. Nice! Grats! GG. It's you and me both, AD. So I'm not exactly sure where this one falls under. I know that I have beaten this one as an adult. I can't quite remember my experience with it as a kid, but I know that it was one of those games where my brother played it. And instead of having my own save file and just playing, you know, tag along with him, I would play on his save file, but just strictly to grind XP. I didn't do anything exciting. I didn't go into any caves. I didn't open any treasure chests. I just grinded monsters for him. Ground monsters for him? I'm not sure what's the actual word there. So he did eventually beat the game, and I felt like I'd participated, but I didn't have the full self-satisfaction. Oh, I was the younger brother and the older brother. I have a lot of siblings, but I had 2 older brothers and 4 younger brothers. So I got to be both. I got to be the younger brother and the older brother. Was she very confused, Melissa? It's like, did you text the wrong number? What is this? Woof, look at that. Excellent move. 30 damage. That's good stuff. So what am I at? I'm at 40 now, so let's keep it above 25. 25 or better. I generally like to keep my HP within 15 of my maximum. Like, it's just kind of a, I don't know, like a made-up rule that sort of works. Much concern. I send Nia texts out of context. I asked her today if she wanted to trade dogs. She's like, what? What does that even mean? It's like, I want to trade dogs. I want the good dog. I mean, the sweet dog. There's no such thing as a bad dog. But we have a sweet dog and a sour dog. And I want the sweet one. I didn't say he was a bad dog. I said he's a sour dog. Well, then how about we trade? Okay, so now what we're after here, because we hit level 7, and we bought our hand axe. Oh, actually, I'm not even... See, I'm not consulting my guide, and I'm playing the game wrong already. I'm not even supposed to be here. That's okay. It's not a real tragedy or anything. But I'll explain why in a minute. I need to get... I'm going to hit level 8 probably before I get the money. But I'm looking for either 500, or excuse me, 800 experience points or 1,000 gold. Well, I'm looking for both, but I think that the experience will happen before the gold. Because then I'll be ready to move on to the next continent here. I'm just in the wrong spot. This game has a funny function of... like funny, hilarious, but kind of cool, in that your encounter rates are different based on where you're walking. So if you walk on the grass there, you're less likely to run into monsters. You walk in the forest, you're more likely to run into monsters. You walk in the desert or in the hills, you're even more likely to run into monsters. So I'm strong enough now with the hand axe and the sleep spell that I should be down in the desert. I'll be fighting the exact same monsters. I'll just be running into them more frequently. I wasn't paying attention to how much damage I did this thing. I probably should have been. Nah, it turned out alright. But I kind of goofed around up here too long and wore down my MP, so wait till I'll hit the inn and then I'll go into the desert. Come on now. I don't want ghosts. I want skeletons. Gosh, remember just like an hour ago when the ghost was a big scary monster, and now it's like an obnoxious distraction. Pretty soon the ghosts will be running away from me. That actually does happen in this game. The monsters run away from you when you're strong enough. Ooh, one-hit kill. Soviet Dragon Quest? What? Oh. Gotcha. It's like... I was like, she's telling some young person joke. Nia cracked me up the other day. She was Googling for a meme, and she Googled it first. You know, she did her search, and it didn't pop up. And she's like, ugh, I'm going to have to add the word meme. And she said, they should just have a memes tab, honestly. And I was laughing so hard. I was like, everyone would use it. Like, there's no way. If they added a memes tab, it wouldn't get used. And she didn't even say it like she was making a joke, though. She was just saying it like, ugh, honestly, they should just have a memes tab. It just cracked me up so much. I was like, 1,000 people just looked up from their phones because they felt what you said and agreed with it. They should just have a memes tab, honestly. There was something about that honestly that made it, oof. Don't miss. Don't miss. Made it extra funny to me. Hey! Oh no. Okay, let's not die here. Oof. Like every chat has GIFs now? What GIFs? What chat's got GIFs? Okay, so now that we've done this, slept here, let's go to the desert where the encounter rate will be slightly higher. Actually, I'm doing pretty good here. Well, that didn't show up as a GIF. That showed up as a link for me, but yeah, that didn't work it out. Apparently, all the chats but mine. I wonder if that's a special thing I can enable. Is that a new Twitch function that I haven't activated yet? Or maybe it's a partner function or something? Alright, now we're in the desert. The desert has a really good encounter rate. The best in the game, I think. Actually, the swamp might have a better encounter rate. You think that because when you walk through the swamp, you take damage. You think the game would be kind and like let you not meet monsters there, but it's actually the highest encounter rate in the game. It's as high or higher than the desert. Actually, I think inside the dungeons there might be higher encounter rates too. I haven't gone in any dungeons yet, and what little few caves you did see me walk past, I don't have any intention of going in because they're not very helpful. Got me all excited. Oh, hey, you didn't answer my question earlier. Did you get my Facebook message? I sent you a message on Facebook. Ah! Whoa! Wavelength! Yeah, Twitch jinx. That was wild. Oh man, I'm not paying attention. I'm gonna get killed by the skeleton. Alright. I don't know how much damage I've done to it, so I'm just gonna put it to sleep to be safe. There we go. Okay. So no, you didn't check it, or no, you're not interested? I also feel like this is totally superstition because it's like literally not in the programming of the game. But I do feel like I meet more skeletons down here than I did up in the forest. Like it's literally mathematically the exact same encounter rate, but in my superstitious human brain, I feel like there's more skeletons down here. Oh, you know what's... Alright. I don't know if I have your number. Maybe I do, and I just am a total doofus. But, like, Sarah told me that you texted her, and I was like, you have Melissa's number? And maybe I even just do, and I'm just silly. Yeah, that's totally reasonable. Like, that's that totally could be... Oh, that's right. You called everyone on Christmas. And it was like... And then Stefan had to call someone else. Because the house was so loud. Yeah, just bang on the window next time. Oh, goodness. If we're even allowed to get together by Christmas. Alright. How do you not have Facebook Messenger? It's built right into Facebook. It was pretty loud. Everyone was pretty excited. Big giant beanbag and all that. Alright, yeah, we're definitely going to hit the experience before we hit the gold. 7's kind of weak. Do more than that. Buy this big fancy hand axe to do 7 damage. You know, I just noticed that Ghost kind of looks like, with its like left hand there, like it's throwing up some kind of sign. He's all like, I don't know if I just threw up a sign. I don't know what that was. It's like a live long and prosper. Oh goodness, what am I doing? I gotta heal. I'm just walking around half dead here. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Well, that was me being a bonehead. It's alright. The way I routed this game, you don't really die in this game. You see? Like the king's like, no, you don't get to die. You bonehead, get back up. You save all your experience. You don't lose any experience points. You do lose half your gold. So, like, that's a bummer, and that'll slow me down slightly. But because I routed this thing with 0 deaths, the fact is that I'll still be able to just go right through my checklist, because the only difference is I'll be slightly stronger than I was when I did it myself and routed it out. So that's just me being distracted in La La Land and getting punished for it. Hey, see that Drakey ran away. But it's not going to be a real tragedy. I lost 200 gold, so I'll have to kill an extra 8 skeletons to make it back up. But see, I love you. I find with many of these NES games that the #1 cause of death is letting my brain wander. It certainly was the case with Star Tropics, and any game where I kind of get good enough at it that I can relax and just kind of let my mind wander. That's when I die. That's mostly what kills me. Critical Role fan art and fictional notes to make a story. Nice. That's okay. You don't really die. You never really die. Death is always fake in this game. The king just resurrects you and keeps a little bit of your gold. Or some of your gold falls out of your pockets as they drag your corpse back to the castle. I'm not sure exactly the lore on the missing gold. Critical Role fan art. So is it like actual Critical Role licensed thing? Or, you know, a sentence that's in English? Alright. Let me know if my HP gets down below 25. Oh, like, so it's like officially licensed by both. It's a, what do they call that? Co-branded? D&D and Critical Role working together. That's cool. Co-branded is one of those terms that flies around our house a lot because Sarah's a big business brain. So business terms like co-branded get into our lexicon. So anytime we see a television commercial that is, you know, for local Toyota, but it's got like Chewbacca in it, the girls are like, co-branding. Cool. So is it a campaign that they played on their stream or podcast or whatever medium it's in. Ooh, excellent move. Excellent. Because I feel like... yeah. When you level up, there's a bit of fanfare, Brandon. But yeah, just killing stuff, it's just like, take your experience, take your gold, get out of here. Oh, they're still oh, okay. So, oh, they're like updating it right now? Wow. Oh, okay. I wonder about that, like, because I've never actually done that. One time, way back when. So, back when I started playing D&D, I fell in love with it and started reading the Dragonlance novels. For my older brother-in-law, I saw him reading a Dragonlance novel, and I was like, well, give me that. I need to read that because I love dragons. And he's like, you're too young for this. And so I picked it up and started reading it anyway. And he and my mother then got me Dragonlance novels for Christmas. And I just consumed them like crazy. Then I found out about D&D later. Like, I was reading these Dragonlance novels, and then my friend's older brother comes over to our house to spend the night one Friday. He's like, I got this new game. It's called D&D. And we played it all night, stayed up all night playing First Quest. Had the little CD that came with it, and you could play the little sound bites of, what? Oh, there's monsters in this castle, you know, it's very cool. And you had these like pre-made character sheets. Very exciting stuff. And so I found out, like, this is Dragonlance, this is the same thing. And so one day, one of my friends bought the actual Dragonlance campaign that was the campaign of those books that I read, the Chronicles books. But we, like, started one goofy session and joked around a bunch and never actually played it. So I've never actually done the thing where you play a campaign where you know how it goes, where you know what's going on. And I always wonder if that's difficult. Because in the campaign I'm playing right now, we have a player who actually is like concurrently DMing this campaign for another group. So he's playing it as a player in my group, but then in another group that he plays with, he's the DM. And I'm like, gosh, how do you not cheat if you know everything that's coming? Is that tough? Don't feel guilty, Timmy. I never watch Twitch. When I'm in Twitch, I'm listening. I listen to Twitch. I'm always playing my own game or making a blanket. Like, I got stuff to do. I don't have time to watch Twitch. Hey, let's play D&D real quick. What, you play Moth? Moth? What's Moth? Are you using your young person lingo again? I am currently playing a druid who is like emotionally and psychologically traumatized. She's like a young adolescent wood elf who has been cursed, and it's really messed her up. And she's a total weirdo. It's kind of fun to play. Oh, well, yeah, but I call him Timmy. I don't call him Moth. That's my brother. Yeah, that's the one that Michelle drew. Although Nia drew me one too, so sorry, Michelle, but Nia's picture goes over yours on the refrigerator. Oh, you know what I was thinking actually the other day? Not the other day. This was like weeks and weeks ago. Oh, thanks, Brandon. I liked making that character. That character was like a challenge to make, but sometimes I find that when you set challenging parameters, you end up being more creative and more interesting. It was like weird and hard to make a cursed druid, but I was really happy with how that came out. I was thinking the other day, like, I know Michelle's done all this like crafting stuff with resin, and I was thinking, like, would it be possible? Maybe it's like not reasonable, but to like make dice, could she craft custom dice? Because I'd probably commission a set. I mean, I don't even use dice because I use D20, but you know, I like having them. Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah, the more you have to chew on, the more you can do with it. Oh, you're the DM, Timmy? Right on. It's a noble profession, the DM. I haven't done it myself a great deal. I was never much of a DM. I was always too. Oh, there's my level. There's your fanfare, Brandon. That was it. I was always too merciful to be an effective DM. I was always like, nah, it doesn't kill you. Never mind. So my players could always be as reckless as they wanted and goofy as they wanted. They'd get all the treasure and all the experience. Sure, you can burn down the local orphanage. That's fine. That's that's the problem everybody has. We've got a room with 100 people in it and 0 who want to be DM. Yeah, yeah. It's funny because our DM has like, so she was rolling her dice on her desk when we were playing D&D, so she could like be discreet, and she just kept rolling way too good. We're like, this is nonsense. You are just, these crits are just ridiculous. Like our party has 4 members and 2 of us are healers, and we're still barely hanging on. And she's like, I swear. And her husband is in the game with us. He's like peeking over. He's like, for real, guys, this is what's happening. So then she's like, you know what? Fine. I'm just going to start rolling in D20. And she did. And she's like rolling even better in D20. We're like, go back to the dice. What is this nonsense? Like just on this last Sunday, she rolled 3 crits in a row. Like, come on. I like being the healer too. I also like being like a support class, any kind of like bard or druid. I love that stuff. That pre-made stuff can be fun. You just gotta put a little spin on it. You just gotta get the players caring about their characters and like excited to play them. If a player doesn't like their character, get rid of it. They're not gonna have fun. They're not gonna have fun playing a character they don't like. Get them a character that they like, that they think is funny, that they think is stimulating to play, and they'll play their character. They'll do it. Like Yev is an antisocial weirdo who's only half paying attention, so it's perfect for me. Because I'm only half paying attention. I'm that player who always needs to be told it's his turn, and also how to know how many spells I have, and also basic D&D mechanics, because I apparently wasted all the D&D space in my brain when I was learning 2nd edition rules, so I'm really boned up on 2nd edition, but D&D 5, I'm like, gosh, I have no idea what any of these buttons do. Wow! Good luck with that. So you're not going to be funneling them into zones, but oof. Yeah, we did a little bit of that to our DM recently. We I think we kind of like started a fight with the local law enforcement and then ran away. And she was like, oh, okay, didn't see any of that coming, so got some writing to do before next week. We're actually going to run away while it's sleeping. I'll be back for you, Skelly. It's just a skeleton somewhere out in the desert sleeping peacefully right now. I just don't want to lose all this gold again. Goodness gracious, this encounter rate, out of control. Recommend the book Arbiter of Worlds. It's a good resource to learn DMing. That's a cool name too, Arbiter of Worlds. I don't know if I want to read it, because then people will be like, oh, you should be DM, because you're qualified. You remind me of when, my girls love this story of when I was in Japan, and they voluntold they voluntold some of us to go get licensed to drive the bus. Go get bus driver's licenses. And because my shop had no work to do ever, and because of the two of us there, I was the second highest ranking, I got sent. So they sent me to bus driving school, but I didn't want to drive the bus. And the bus driving school took 3 days, and then there was a test. And so it was all 3 days. All 3 days I was at the bus driving school with all the other Marines who were there. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be the bus driver, because then when you had the driver's license, they'd make you drive like on the weekends. They'd make you drive the Marines and sailors places for like MWR events. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend my weekends doing that. So I took the bus driving lessons and then purposely failed the bus driving test. And they didn't send me back because they're like, oh, you wasted 3 days in bus driving school and failed the test. I was like, well, I didn't want to go. So yeah, I'm a terrible bus driver. I still did some driving on the weekends, but it was just the small van, and I volunteered for it. I liked to go to the group homes and stuff, and spend time with the kids there. It was so much fun. Oh, it's already 9:55. My goodness. You know what? All right. I'm gonna... It was, yeah. Like I ran over 7 cones. You know, I was driving a bus. I mean, I'd driven the bus a couple of times, but it was actual test time. Ran over a few cones and failed. There wasn't even a paper. It was all prac. I wasn't like dangerous. I wasn't like Steve Buscemi in The Wedding Singer, you know. Or no, that wasn't Steve Buscemi. Was it Steve Buscemi? I think it may have been. No, it wasn't. Steve Buscemi was the weird, creepy drunk guy. It was the guy from Grandma's Boy who was like, they were cones. That's the guy I'm thinking of, the Grandma's Boy guy, I think. I wasn't just like flipping the bus over or nothing. Just not driving well enough to pass the test. I mean, to this day, I could probably still drive a bus. If you ever need a bus driver, don't hit me up because I don't want to do that. But theoretically, I could. So I'll be back tomorrow night. This is my makeup for Tuesday, which I missed because I was really, really sick. And I'm still a little bit sick today, but not as bad as I was. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll be shipshape. We'll kill some more scorpions, and then we'll get down to the next town of Rimuldar. And maybe tomorrow... maybe tomorrow I'll play Castlevania as well. We'll see. So I just recently beat Castlevania for the first time, like 2 days ago. And I was very excited about it. And then I've beaten it 2 more times since. So I feel like I'll load it up in the morning tomorrow. I feel like if I can beat that one again, it's not a very long game when you can actually complete it. I'll play that before I play Dragon Warrior. So I'll play Castlevania first, beat that, and then finish it off with Dragon Warrior. Okay. As always, thanks for coming, everybody. Hang out for just 2 seconds here, and I'll get you in a raid, and you can earn some bonus rad jokes. I think you get like 250 bonus rad jokes for. Oh, I wanna see this. For raiding with me, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, get those rad jokes. You can use them to make me sing now. Unlock those Psyducks. And share them. So, okay, we're going to go raid Bug Doctor here. Make sure to give him all the Psyducks when we get there if you got them. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oof. I'm going to punch my desk first real quick. And Psyducks if you got them. If not, just hearts will work. Let's go give Bug Doctor our love. Then play this game that just came out on Switch.